Hey guys, welcome back to the Long Dark Challenges. We're doing the Hopeless Rescue. We have 4 days left. Well, 4.5. Almost morning. Trying to remember exactly where I am with things. We have painkillers. I feel like that's pretty common in a lot of the Long Dark games. You just end up with a ton of painkiller. Wow, oh my god. And our weight is still so low even though we have all this food, which is kind of amazing. So this is, I mean, with a lot of these challenges, especially this one, which is relatively easy, I'm just going to kind of use it as an opportunity to sort of chill. So we don't have too much water. I could cook stuff, but our skill level doesn't really matter. And we're fully rested, so I should probably just fill up. Did I make teas? I have 1 tea. I should probably just drink the water, though. I probably should bring the rope up with us. I also don't think I'm going to make crampons. I think getting... I probably should have planned ahead if I really thought about it, but I don't think we really need them anyways. It'd be a nice to have, but not necessary. Drop 1 of these because we really just don't need that much firewood. 13's overkill as well. Yeah. Always good to craft the prepared birch bark because it's all the tinders listed alphabetically. Well, I can barely talk. And so often you'll accidentally burn a birch bark and then you'll only have 1 out of 2, which is super annoying. I wish there were certain things you could say, like, I never want to use this tinder. But also, once you reach fire starting level 3, it just doesn't even matter. I believe it's level 3. The clothes are pretty solid. We have like 3 cloth. No, I guess I can. That's a good way to pass time. Clothes are kind of the most important thing, because I did kind of realize something obvious in the last episode, which is it's better to have good, heavy and good clothes if it means you can have less weight in firewood. Because like a kilo of cloth in your clothing might drop like 2 kilos of firewood that you need. This is like full. The one I dropped on the floor is wimpier. I probably don't know if I need 2 flares now that I have the gun and can just shoot wolves. I do still have to worry about bears because I have literally no like defense against them except running away and fires. Why is... Do you notice? Do you see that too? That this isn't lined up? Why is this box slightly smaller? Wait a minute. Oh my god, is that always the case? These are like not lined up. I've never even looked at that. It doesn't... I guess it's fine because it's kind of artistic, but like... Is that gonna bother me like for the rest of the game that I played? Like it's not... Look how badly that's not even close to lined up. I'm gonna stop looking at it. I don't want to look at it anymore. We should be able to sleep like another hour and that will get the sun up. I might bring the rope with us. Also, we're very close to getting well fed, so hopefully by the time we come down from the summit, we'll have well fed. We should sleep like another hour. We're gonna need pretty much as much stamina as we can manage. I might take the rope with us. I'm pretty sure we have a rope here. I don't remember where I saw it. It might be outside, might be in front of me. Or maybe I just invented a rope. It is, it's right here. I should probably take it. I mean, here's the thing, though. This is only going to be useful going down, right? And going down, we can kind of just, like, billy goat down. We don't really have to actually... So, I think we should just sort of make our way up. I'm only really worried about the bear. We're warm enough. The audio's kind of weird. Yeah, there was something over there. Is that a stump? I think that's a stump. And like I've said before, I haven't memorized the way to the summit. Let's see if I can get this deer to, like, run this way. I haven't memorized my way, so I might do a bit of wandering. But I think it's mostly obvious what you're supposed to do. You just kind of keep going upwards. Can't see any ropes from here. I don't like this terrain. Like, animals could so easily hide in it. I mean, technically, I guess I could shoot the bear. That's probably a horrible idea. But if it's like that or getting mauled, it's probably
Made it through another night.
better to shoot. So I see a way down. And there's a way up. Again, like I say, I have no idea what the optimal route is. And I already feel lost. Like, I don't know how. Wolf to our left. Sees us. I probably could just walk to the rope, though. Assuming there isn't anything in front of us. Yeah, I think I'm just fine. I wonder... I imagine that if you sit at the bottom of the rope, it could probably still attack you. Like, I wonder. Let me know if you've ever been pulled off a rope by a wolf. But so long as when I'm up here... Yeah, it sounds like it lost track of us. Oh, really? Wait a minute. Maybe it's the moment you are on the rope, it no longer can pathfind to you, so it stops. That would be super useful to know. Because then if you're running away from one... You hear that echo? Is that... Did I make that in my head, or is that part of the map? Because I do really like when maps have, like, specific sort of audio features. Also, I like the new oak trees up here. I mean, we're clearly in the rightish direction, right? We're just heading up. Is this, what is this? Just a small cutout, or is this like the... Just like a small little place to sit? I think it's just those that I hear. Okay. Like I said, I have absolutely no idea where I'm going. So I can only sort of... I can only really follow the map design. I could obviously pull up a map, and I've done that in the past, but... Sometimes it's nice to just sort of explore. So it looks like we have to get up there. It is good that we have painkillers because, well, I suppose that only gets rid of the pain. But bandages would be nice because if you get sprains when you're trying to climb, that's not going to be very good. From what I can tell, it seems like we have to go around. Or I may have just gone the wrong way, I don't know. But like, even if we don't succeed, that's okay. I have done this one in the past. This was kind of like the original Hushed River Valley, wasn't it? The sort of like the outdoors map when it first came out. That's a wolf. Not a bear, right? Because it's way too fast. No, that is the bear. This is why you listen when you walk in the game. Okay, well, we have to go that way. I think. Doesn't look like it's moving. Hopefully it will walk down. We probably could have come up like the frozen river. Can I even start a fire here? I should really make sure that wherever I'm sitting, if the bear comes for me, I can actually start a fire. So like somewhere here. But I kind of just want to see if he'll just walk that way. I was like pretty sure that was a wolf. I almost didn't back up. I can kind of see him past the... No, I made that up. I hope he doesn't like turn left and come this way. Just crack a soda. This is like horrible because I have no visibility on him. And I don't even know that this is the right way to head. Let's go back up. Just like chilling, like behind this mound? Or did he actually go somewhere? Maybe he just turned directly around? I'm pretty sure there are like at least 2 different ways to get up. But I don't know either of them. I hear the bear crows. I can't tell what direction though. I don't like this. I don't like having no defense against a bear. Maybe if I go up here, I'll be able to see. It's like the only thing that can actually slow me down. It's just a bear. A nice view. I do see the rope, so we should go that way. Can I don't think I can get up here. Bears that way. So I think he did walk by and I just didn't see. Okay. Yeah. Our print's going away from us. That's perfect. And then we can go up this rope. And there's his cave. And you can, like, I imagine we can see, like, that he spawned here and walked out. Yeah. Footprints just start because he spawns and then walks away. Well, that could have been very bad. I went probably more carefully than I needed to. But that's okay. Sometimes it's also nice to play the Long Dark almost role-playing like, where things really aren't too dangerous sometimes, but it's nice to imagine that they are, to add some more, like, ambiance or difficulty or world building or whatever you want to call it. Also, have you ever been attacked right at the top of a rope? Like, every time I go up one, I'm worried that there's gonna be, like, a wolf or a bear right here. But we are pretty tired. There's a wolf up there. Looks like this way's the summit. Yeah, just a normal wolf. Actually, this is like a cave, isn't it? Like an interior that you can travel along? I'm pretty sure there's some of those caves in Timberwolf Mountain. I mean, if this even... It's hard to see. I'm pretty sure it's a cave. Okay, so we're at one of the engines. We are warming up, but we are pretty tired. It's really going to come down to coffees and sleeping. Okay, this is an interior. And I don't remember where exactly we'll end up, or if it will actually be beneficial to even go through this, but let's see. We're heading down. I don't like that we're going... I mean, we could go back up after. What is that? I can't even... That's just a branch? It looked like some, like, Wendigo or something. This might take us somewhere. But since it's just heading down, even if it ends up going up, I think I'll just walk around. Though we are pretty tired. I'll probably just use the coffees. I'll use some coffees to climb. Now that... I kind of want to go this way. I imagine that you'll be able to make your way up whether you go right or left. But I don't know that for a fact. bit better. That looks like a rope you could deploy, which, is that much of a shortcut? It might be. Which makes me think that this is definitely a way up. Because you could deploy in a shortcut and then... And I really like that idea of, like, you climb this hard mountain and then your reward is that you can find these sort of deploy points and you can make the next trip shorter. I really like that. Like, conceptually, that's really cool. It's also realistic. I mean, the first person to climb a mountain is not going to do it in, like, the most efficient way. But then once people get accustomed to climbing it, there just becomes, like, a set path. Oh, is this, like, a dead end, then? Huh.
Best be prepared for anything.
Is it loaded? Scarf isn't as good as these things. Yeah, so there's the summit. And I think this is mostly just all there is over here. So we can just head back. I kind of thought going up into the left made sense, especially because it goes up, but I was curious. Still have 4 days. I'm curious what the, like, the world record speedrun is of this challenge. I imagine it's already would have been done. It's probably like 2 or 3 days. I don't know how, but I wonder. Or maybe it just actually isn't possible to do that fast. I kind of just assume that in general speedruns, there's usually like crazy strategies or bugs that people can exploit. Because a lot of games, there are some ridiculously quick speedruns. Like, if you ever look at like Portal or Portal 2 speedruns, it's really amazing just watching people just fly through the maps because of ridiculous bugs. I'd say the closest thing to a bug like that in the Long Dark is usually probably the terrain. The terrain's the thing that you could probably exploit the most. If, like, I had to guess. Just because it's so... That's the source of getting stuck most of the time, and... It seems like there's so much of it that it's so hard for the devs to make, like, every inch of it just flawless. So if there's a bug to exploit, it's... Oh, I didn't bring a hacksaw. Or did I? No, because I left it there. Well, so I don't think I need a hacksaw, but it probably would have been nice. Yeah, that's a pretty, like... That's a pretty elementary mistake to make. Yeah. Maybe the game will be nice and give me one midway up. Doesn't really matter though, we're completely warm. Does anyone have any explanation for why coal sometimes spawns on frozen lakes here? Like, does that make sense in like a real world sort of view? Or even like from a game point of view? It might be something obvious. You know, that's the thing sometimes. It's like, it's either really obvious or it makes no sense. But you still don't understand it either way. Did I walk past a rope? Or am I, like, just heading into a corner? Was I supposed to go that way? The ropes aren't that hidden. Maybe we have to go through the cave. It'd I can just imagine some of you watching, like when I said I'm not going through the cave. Or do I go up through... No, there isn't anything there. Cave it probably is then. Maybe there's like a shortcut you could do over here or something, but... That's kind of funny though. I really like that. That I say, oh, you could probably go up whether you go left or right. And I, like, if you asked me to like bet money, I probably would have said, well, maybe it's just one of them, but I wouldn't have anticipated it would have been neither. Thought that was the bear. Okay, we can actually go through the cave now, because either I've missed a rope, or there is no rope yet. We are still pretty tired. If you want to, calculate how much time I wasted by not just going through the cave. Probably not too bad. There's some coal that we just don't really need.
This has been here a while.
Well, they can't give us food poisoning, so may as well eat that. Still going down. I wonder if they do this like on purpose, where you climb up a good amount and then they take you through a cave to bring you back down. And like you could get a shortcut up there later, but your first time it's actually going to be more climbing than you think. Or maybe we'll end up going up, hopefully. This feels very incorrect, doesn't it? It's like, oh yeah, you didn't know about that cave right at the bottom that could bring you up, like, past 3 ropes? We are really tired, too. I think I'll sleep maybe an hour. That's like so little, though. No. I'll just deal with coffees. Because I don't want the weather to turn. Well, that looks like the right way. So yeah, we probably are on the other side then. If we needed food, this would be nice. Okay, is this the now, like, sort of main section that's underground-ish? Because I remember that, like, the big internal sort of cave thing. Seems like going left makes sense. But it does go right as well. And that's the thing about... Oh, thank you, game. I don't care about the torch.
Okay.
No. I should probably drop some of these things. Like, these are not bad. This is pretty bad in terms of calories. It's not very heavy, but... I almost wish I were just hungrier so I could get rid of this food. Because I hate leaving it. Technically, beef jerky is better than these in terms of the weight, but... Leave it here. I suspect we might have to go the other way. So let me just see what's up here. Yeah, so it looks like you could put a rope here to speed things up. Let's drink a coffee. I don't like seeing my fatigue meter keep going down like that. Also, so fatigue reduced. I mean, I made the dang afflictions guide. Temporarily reduces your fatigue. I don't remember. Will we end up with less fatigue than we started with? Or like, it's just temporary, right? Those are crows. Just normal crows. Okay, we're fine. I'm pretty sure there is like a bear in the like section like closest. I don't remember though. Do I go up here or do I go down there? Decisions. Okay, just don't put a bear between me and the rope, game. A wolf? I don't care. Timberwolf pack? Whatever. Just don't put a bear cave on the wall and then spawn a bear in it. One thing I do like about these ropes is even though there's a lot of them, they're not the really tall ropes. So I'm pretty sure with another coffee, I'll be able to get up this one. Assuming it reduces my fatigue even more, otherwise it might just increase the duration. You'd think I would know, having made the guide, but... At least this should improve my stamina as well. No, that is better. It's going down so fast, I don't like that. We're gonna be slow because we're still tired. I think we still have another rope after this one. Also, if you fail, like, here, right? Like, do you just fall even though you're at the top? I don't know, like, where the point is. Wow, we were really close.
I need to find a place to rest.
Okay, cave and a deer. Multiple deer. Good. Oh god, don't... Why are there two caves? Why are there two caves? Why is this cave here? Why is that cave there? Makes me feel like one of them's a bear cave. That or one's a transition that you have to walk through. Wow, that's a lot of deer. Or we have to walk all the way up over that way. Either way, we have to sleep. Yeah, this looks like a transition. It's hard to tell. But I think... Oh god, I thought there was a bear in there. It's just rocks. And no, it is just a cave. So why did they put two caves? What's in the other cave? Oh, I don't like that. It is 13 degrees. We're probably fine without a fire. Sleep 2 hours. That's probably not enough, actually. And there goes the weather. Just windy. We're not gonna make it up the other rope, so we might just have to travel at night. Means we should probably just sleep most of the way. We can travel in the earliest part of the night, which should be the warmest. Like 4 more hours. There goes the... Oh. Did we, like, just... Oh, God. Yeah, I think we, like... Well, it's good that we didn't actually go out now, isn't it? So, I'm not gonna say that we missed, like, good weather. Because if we were out there now, that wouldn't be good. We'll have to make a fire soon just for water, which is annoying. There we go, well fed. Although, I should make a fire anyway. Just to get those coffees. But now that we have well fed, that's also a huge help. Because we can be more tired and carry more weight. I'll use the book. And I think we have water purification tablets. Yep. Okay. It's good that we have this hacksaw so that maybe we can look through stuff up on the summit. Oh, these aren't cookable, right? Might not even really need these coffees, but good to have. They'll help us run, because once we have them, we can just run straight to Desolation Point, essentially. Yeah, I thought so. Still have an hour on this. We're also dropping weight by getting rid of these. And they kind of do weigh a lot. A little bit. Cook these as well. We can kind of just drink all of the teas on the way up, I guess, instead of water. Okay, I didn't mean to drink it, but I'm fine with this. We still have even more coffees. Or just one? Just one. That's fine. And our weight is already fine, even with the, well, especially with the well-fed. Now, I might be able to just go out, like, now. Well, that's probably not the best idea. I'll cook a little bit more water. Even though we have all of these drinks. Because water we're going to use anyway, it doesn't even matter. One more liter and then we can call it a night. I'll just let the fire go out. I don't really think I need it. Sleep at least 3 more. And then we can see what the temperatures are. Although, we could probably just sleep until the morning and deal with the cold. That way we're just fully rested, we have sunlight. Okay. Early morning. All right. Okay, there's still deer. Still don't know why they put 2 caves next to each other when you only need one. Looks like we have to go this way. And deer running in front of us is a good sign. It's always good. Except when it isn't good. But it looks like that's the summit? I feel like I'm probably taking like the least optimal route. Where it's like I'm taking every possible rope up instead of just 4 of them. It'd probably be this, either to the left or to the right. Probably to the right. But, well, we have 2 deer this way. And the terrain looks like it's actually going up. I feel like they do that intentionally, the game developers. They will make the terrain actually look like it's going up when it intentionally is not the way up. Ah, so this is where the shortcut would have been. But still, this is still good for me because... that's not good for me, but knowing where these things are is good for me. We have all the painkillers, I may as well use it. So now I kind of get an idea. You'd put that there, you'd avoid all of that walking. Oh, another crate. I mean, our clothes are, like, fine. The good thing is this is mostly real time instead of game time that we're spending. Oh, this is that one. That's a lot of those, and I took none of them. But I did know you could find a ton of pelts in some of these. I only need one. But this would, yeah, this would definitely set you in like a stalker game for a very long time.
What do you know? Looks like I survived another night.
So is this like where we go up and around and there's just one more? I don't remember. Here we're getting close. Maybe I could do a bit of running since we have all the coffee. Just to save some video time and in-game time. Is that a stump or a bear? It's like a mini sort of cave that we've seen before. I always... You hear that? Is that a bear? Or is that like a wolf eating? Is it just a wolf eating something? Yes. Jeez, that scared me. So, they say that as long as it's eating something, on any difficulty, if you aim a weapon at it, it will always run away. So I should probably test that, assuming it's still eating by the time I walk up to it. So it should get defensive over it. And it just runs away. Although I think it's running where we want to go. So we'll end up shooting it anyway. But it's good to test. It's good to test until I get mauled by this wolf. Notice me, senpai. I really feel like I'm walking aimlessly, but we are still making progress. I think. Yep. Okay. Oh, the wind. At least we're so much faster now. Because we're so much less encumbered. Okay, so I think this is like... Oh my... See, like, I hate the way that looks. Like, is that the summit, or is the summit something else? Because that's ridiculously high. So there's this cave, and then it looks like it goes down that way. Up over this way. Transition? Okay. Now that we have well fed, I may as well take a bit more coal. Since it is like the best firewood, other than maybe sticks.
This stuff will come in handy.
I don't think I need that. It actually would be better, wouldn't it? If I repair it. So I'm gonna take that. Although we're going to probably find a better one on the summit. I don't know if I'm gonna spend the time to open up every single storage crate, but maybe some of them. Okay, so I guess we would have joined from the other one. I could crawl faster than this. Maybe not with... maybe not with 30 kilos on my back, but... well, maybe. There we are. We actually do have to go pretty far, though, to get back to Desolation Point. Could be able to do that in, like, a day, though. Ideally, if I was to use all the coffee and just sprint. Oh, great. It's snowing. Well, that's the way down. And that's probably an alternate way up. And there's the big climb, I guess. I saved the large rope for the end. And I'm probably going to need more than a coffee, and we should probably stop on one of the ledges. And then you could do another shortcut here, it looks like. Really cool. It is really cool. It does take some time, though. I'm going to pop at least one coffee before this. Just eat these. I don't know if the weight difference is actually going to matter, but it's good to just have our bars filled up anyways. And our fatigue should be fine. I think our stamina is going to be the issue. So we should have to stop on at least maybe the second ledge. I think we can get to the second ledge. We might be able to do the whole thing, but... No, the second ledge. It's safer that way. There's no reason to go up in one shot. Okay, we can just wait now and let our stamina come back. That's just a stump, not a bear, right? Looks like a sitting bear. It is pretty, though, all this snow. I only have one stone, so I can't, like, throw a ton. I don't think there... Well, we only have one cloth. We'll get more. Having more bandages would be good for more sprains, which are pretty likely. Okay, we can go now. Finally. It's not bad. It only took an hour in game. Or an hour real life. I don't know how I'm mixing that up. Wonder how heavy those tires would be. I haven't, like, looked at all the corners up here. I wonder how many people actually do, like, scope out the whole summit. Because I'm pretty sure we all just beeline straight for the tail section. But I'm curious what else is up here. Probably not too much. But I don't know.
This will come in handy.
I don't remember how much time we had initially. It was either 6 or 7 days. I'm thinking... Oh, they even have another hacksaw up here. Which is nice. I wouldn't rely on that, though.
I'll take it.
I don't know which is which. Oh. Oh. Kind of comical. I only took one thing from it. Oh, I still have the second knife, too. Well, clearly, that's probably going to be more tools, right? I'm mostly just interested in the clothes. Unless there's an ammo one. Oh, food as well. I'll take a lot of that and then I'll drop the bad stuff. Oh my god. I don't need most of this, but I'm grabbing it anyway. There we go. 108. Just a kilogram of matches. So I can drop... I'd probably rather have the fire strikers than the matches anyway. I should drop that. That's just ridiculous. 11 coals, more than we need to. Everything here is like overkill. These are okay. The MRE is what's really going to save us. Well, they're not as good as the condensed milk. So I'll take the MRE, and then we definitely don't need 5 kilograms of water. Are these all? No, they're not two-sided. I know they can be duplicated sometimes.
I'll take it.
Oh, maybe I should take the sodas, though. Because at least that's some calories. And then I can drop the rest of the water. Not like we need calories, though. Ah, yeah, that's the, like, wolf pelt one. Nice. I'm mostly doing this just because this is, like, my personal reward. I'm not going to take most of this stuff, but I just want to see. Makes me feel good, you know? Oh, yeah. Oh my god, the maple syrup. Maybe just MRE and maple syrup, and we'll just leave with that. Oh, the coffee, though? Coffee is actually going to be great for us. What the?
I wonder if I can
What?
drop any of this gear.
This is definitely not intended. What even is this? Oh, it's like a piece of metal, I think. But you're probably not supposed to walk through it. So this is obviously what we came here for. Is there a reason this one's different? Oh my god. Oh, I'm taking all that. More clothes. Okay. And then I can drop. Look at the maple syrup. And this is like... is it actually more dense? I think so, right? 0.05. I can't do the math in my head. Let's drop those. This makes me feel bad because I want to take all of it. 0.25. Just drop all of that, take all the sodas instead. Although, maybe having water is actually better because then we can make coffees. We don't really need all these sodas. And we definitely also don't need all of this. We'll drop the worst ones. Probably the MRE would be enough. Most of the weight is the clothes, though. Now, the snow pants. It's the best one. We have another snow pants. So we can just drop all those. Those both are 70%. $87.87. These boots, in terms of mobility, they're just so bad, though. So I can't take them. Do I hear a bear down below us?
Lie down.
Okay, that's a lot better now.
I think I can use this.
I'll take... Oh, you can find a whole rifle in here? I do like the rifle, but I can't take that. There's no way. And I really don't need it either. Take all of those and then drop most of it. I'm just gonna assume I'm not gonna get food poisoning, so I'm only gonna take a handful. Okay, and our weight will be fine.
I could use
Okay, and
this.
we actually have a ton of flare shells, so we can actually use this to defend against a bear. Always make sure it's loaded, because it would be horrible to have to spend those few seconds when you're nose to nose with a bear. Do we just, like, fall down here? I'm also scared because I don't know if this has a hitbox. It does.
Yes, be prepared for anything.
This is where you'd kind of just sit. And I don't think you actually can get directly back up, can you? Like, are we supposed to just fall down out the front? I don't like this. I feel like you get to this edge and just fall. I'm definitely not the... Oh, no. Wait, you mean I can't get back up on that? Now that's something I didn't anticipate. There we are. So I'm fine with chilling in here for a bit. We do have to sleep. That should help the weather. Spend some time. That's perfect. Oh, look at that. So, we should be facing, like, the Mountaineer's hut right over there. So, if we just... Oh, can you just, like, walk around? Well, that's probably what the devs would want you to do. Oh, that's a bigger drop than I thought. That was a much bigger drop than I thought. Painkillers. Is that the wrong...
Come on, come on.
That, see, like, that's annoying. It really should have just done it for both. These are just pain. Ripping our brand new clothes, that's fine. And I like to zigzag. Whoa. We're thirsty because of the medication. In fact, this is a time for a nice birch bark tea, I think. I just really... Ugh, that did not look like as big of a drop. I just saw, like, this whole thing just ending right there. I could just see this whole challenge just end with, like, a 6-foot fall. Oh. Is that it? No, because there's that whole other section. But we were up there. Okay. Yeah, we already looted this guy. In terms of speed, this is definitely the way. Just be careful where how far you drop. Also, how much ammo? We have 50. Nice. Whoa. You can crouch at points to be slower, but I don't even think we need to necessarily go to the Mountaineer's hut. We might just go straight to Pleasant Valley. If we don't have to sleep, we shouldn't. Save as much time as we can. That's the end of the sentence. As we can. Now, we can't climb down here because it's just going to be a sheer cliff face. Do I hear something? No. Who needs a rope? Be careful not to climb, like, on top of a bear. In fact, isn't there, like, a bear cave right under my feet? I'm just gonna go wide, just in case. Instead of cutting right through. And we still have to go down the one rope in Pleasant Valley. But going down ropes is just not that big of a deal. Alright. That was a very quick way down. We only had to fall a little bit. We've already been in here. We don't need the hacksaw anymore. Almost broke it as well. All we have to do now is get to Desolation Point. Which we should be able to do pretty easily now that we have our two main weapons against animals. As long as that tree looks funky. So long as there aren't like some crazy storms, it should be fine. Tons of cattails. In fact, we probably should run. We have 30 coffee. We just have to make it, which is the hard part. I'm not even gonna check this, which I hate that, but we just don't need it. We should run with a gun because that's more safe. It's funny because it's kind of true. Now, this is definitely a good tutorial on climbing Timberwolf Mountain. It's a good way to make people do it, even if they... You know, because you could play this whole game for like years and never even climb Timberwolf Mountain. But this challenge is a good way to sort of push people into doing that. The in-game yawns are pretty good because they kind of do make me want to yawn. You know, like that social reflex where when people or even animals around you yawn. That noise almost made that happen to me. It almost made me yawn. Comment if that... Let me know with a comment if you yawned when Astrid yawned. Bit of a social experiment. Or I guess it would be more of a case study than an experiment. Anyway. Okay, we're almost back to Pleasant Valley. And then Coastal Highway is not too far, but then we have to walk all the way through Coastal Highway. Which, again, isn't too big of a deal. We still have 3 entire days. Let's stop and just stop and just down some maple syrup. I like maple syrup. I don't think I'd like it that much. To just chug maple syrup like it's a glass of water. And it's like mostly sugar. I feel like if that's all you ate, me personally, I'd get super anxious if all I ate was like maple syrup. So just chugging that is like awful. Going down, I don't know if I need to use a coffee. Probably not. Because it really just doesn't take much to go down. Which is funny, because in real life, I mean, I haven't really climbed ropes, but I feel like going down would be harder. I mean, not really, you know, obviously going up's harder, but just the, like, stress of looking down to me would make me go much slower than going up. Going up, I think, would be okay. But what do I know? I haven't really done it. Though, the good thing is it's mostly technique, I think. From what I gather about rope climbing. It's mostly just... You don't have to be super strong, it's mostly just technique. Because what you want to do is every time you go up, you want to, like, create a platform using your feet by pinching the rope or something. And then you don't really... It's not like you're pulling up your entire weight every time. Most of your weight is sitting on your feet, you're just pulling up enough to lift you a little higher. I've always... I'm not... It's so weird, right? Like, it's nice to make games where you're not bullying your players. But I also kind of like the idea of making a game where if the player stares at the sun, they become permanently blind. You know, like, just that kind of realism where it's like, if you're stupid enough to do this, then maybe the game should punish you. Sort of like in 7 Days to Die, how you can eat broken glass. It just gives you an option, and if you do it, you just, like, die. It's like, well, if you're stupid enough to do it, is that really the game's fault for giving you the option? I suppose this staring at the sun would be a bit different. But not really, right? Like, you know you shouldn't stare at the sun. So if you do it in a video game, there should be some indication, obviously. Like those dynamic lighting systems where when you look there, everything else around you goes dark, just like sort of cameras. Okay, I probably can run a little. It's only gonna take like another day to run through Coastal Highway. And we could probably just run like straight across the ice. Instead of actually going around.
I'm gonna need to rest soon.
Especially since we can just shoot every wolf we see. And we might be able to shoot many bears. I don't trust caves that I don't know. I always feel like it's a bear cave, even if there's no skeleton or anything. I guess it is going to be a bit further down. That's not too big of a deal. When in doubt, pop a coffee. Don't know if there's any direct shortcut, like in the back there. But soon we should see the, like, danger mine sign. I could probably go back there, and that might speed things up, but I just don't know that for sure. I'm also just going to drink this just to get the effect. Just so we're increasing condition as well. I guess it is sort of like the middle of the map, right?
I'm getting tired.
So this is like the end of the road. So we're getting close. Because this is where the road would go to. So up ahead should be the mine. So maybe like up here can be a bit of a shortcut. Crows are actually a good sign because it means that there are things over here. It's not just like empty terrain. Is this like the... Maybe it's more that way. This isn't the bear cave, is it? I feel, again, every cave I see, I'm like, is this a bear cave? Unless I'm familiar with a cave. And then I'm like, no, it's just not. Yeah, this should be the mining road. We should just head up. Shouldn't be too far. I'm low-key... I feel like my whole life, I get Minecraft itches. And let me know if you, like, relate to this in any way, but... There's periods of time where I'll want to play Minecraft. Wait, why am I carrying this? And then there'll be months where I just don't care. But then it slowly builds up again, and I'm like, you should really play Minecraft. And so I do have my own server for me and my friends, but we don't really do much on it. Every now and then we'll play some stuff. Maybe in the future I'll make episodes of Minecraft. That's going to be a bit harder, I'd say, for me. Because I play Minecraft incredibly slowly, and... I don't know, I'm not much of a builder. I'm trying to improve, but... And none of my friends have, like, YouTube channels or anything, so... That would probably make the most fun. If I had to imagine good content, it would be, like... Well, I'd say collabing. But is it really a collab if... you don't have a channel? I mean, just like playing with friends. That's like a good vibe for Minecraft, I'd say. I'd have to have a good vision if I'm going to, like, make videos of it, right? I can't just... I could theoretically just play and record everything, but I'd rather at least have some sort of thing I'm working towards. But maybe I could make something to work towards as I go along. I don't know. But we'll see. feel during the summer I'll probably get my server back up. So either I'll play in my personal time, or maybe if you guys seem interested, I'll make some videos here and there. I think I'll walk through the cave, but I will end up sleeping the night. This is one of the caves that might have some of the most loot in it, if I'm talking from memory, because there's actually, like, there's a lot of things in this cave. As per usual, I don't remember which way is the dead end and which way isn't. I'm guessing this isn't.
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
Actually, maybe I should take the bandage. Yeah, see, that's the dead end. There's like a workbench in the middle of this, though, isn't there? Yeah.
Looks like this has been here a while.
I don't need most of this, but it's always fun to search. It sort of itches that, I guess gambling mindset almost, right? Because it is a loot table, it's random.
This will
I
come in
don't
handy.
need that. And sometimes you do find things that are actually useful for the challenge. Whoa, this is steep. Now the devs have done a new, I guess they call them devlogs, talking about the DLC and how it just hasn't really gone to plan for them. And personally, I don't really care. It doesn't really bother me. I can understand why it might bother some people, but I've basically just always been waiting for this game, you know? I feel like 2013, 2014, when, like, this game and Subnautica sort of, like, came out, it was, like, the big hype of early access. At least in terms of, like, indie games like this. And so the fact that any of them have even, like, continued to this day to me is, like, it's good enough. The fact that these games are still here getting updated after literally a decade, I can't really be mad that a game I spent like 15 or 10 bucks on isn't finished yet a decade later. Like, I don't care. I didn't spend $30 on this. I probably picked it up on a sale for like 8 bucks in like 2015, 2016. So, I mean, like, story mode to me was far in the future. I played before. I don't even know if I cared about the story mode. I thought it was just interesting, but I really cared about survival. Story mode I do really enjoy. And I didn't have expectations for it, which is why I think I enjoy it so much.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Because I didn't have the expectations, so it surpassed my expectations. I was like, this is actually really enjoyable and a good addition to the game. Don't need it. Okay. Although maybe I do. We only have a few coffees. I should cook a few more. Then I should sleep, and then we should basically just run. That's my strategy. Can we start a fire in here? Well, it doesn't say indoors, just says invalid. That says indoors. So, like, is this technically outdoors? Can I put one up here? That'd be really funny. Are there any fire barrel? Oh my god. Any fire barrels that aren't, like, most of the way through? I can just step outside then, it doesn't matter. Use an accelerant doesn't... I didn't need to use the book and the accelerant, whatever. It'll drop the weight.
Perfect.
We have a little bit of water already, so I'll just... Whoops. Well, then I'm gonna cook some more water then. This is our last water purification. Look at these stims. That's actually going to be how we get there, isn't it? We just pop these back to back as we run. Why am I, like, down for that? That sounds like such a cool strategy. I feel like that would kill you in real life, right? Like, that would just kill you. You could probably pop maybe 2 or 3. Probably not even 2, right? Like, 2 would just be so much worse. If you started popping 4 or 5, you would just die, I think. I think 1 stim might kill some people, so... If you've ever popped 30 stims, let me know. What's your record of stims popped in real life? Again, I'll drink this just for the bonus. We have tons of fire, but it's also free. I should probably just use the rest of the water. Because we're not really going to need water.
I can lay down and
We have a lot of teas and obviously the coffees. Oh, yeah, that's better. Not bad. Oh, because it's not showing me the ones that are already warm. I can't warm up the ones that are warm. Okay. We can sleep now. And then the run, the sprint begins. We don't have to sprint, but I think it will be fun. Just fill up on our water. Sleep a little bit more into the morning. Well, it's now or never. That's nasty, that noise. We don't have that much water, actually, so I need to be careful. I don't need to fill up on water. Because we'll keep drinking the coffees, right? And of course, we need the gun in our hand because that makes it safer. And I think I want to go this way, right? It might actually be more like that way. Where is exactly the way we want to go? So there's the ocean. We want to run like that way. Would it be Pythagoras? Shortest distance between 2 points is the straight line between them. Although, of course, in 3D, you have to consider the, you know, the other axis. Oh, look at all the buildings. Oh, my poor clothes. Look at all the buildings to loot. Oh, that feels... I love running downhill. As long as I don't run into a wolf. Or bear. We're gonna make good time today, boys. Look at the wolves. There's so many. I think we're mostly heading in the right direction. She is not a champion sprinter, I'll tell you that much. It's also windy, though, and the ice. I wouldn't want to run fast on the ice either. It'd be kind of cool if there was, like, a fear mechanic. Like, I know there's, like, a fear affliction for the Darkwalker. But it'd be kind of cool if... It'd be kind of cool if when a wolf is charging you, you gain some stamina back out of fear or something, you know? Like if you had that sort of adrenaline pump naturally, like a mini stim, because that's super realistic, right? Maybe it'd be too beneficial though from a gameplay perspective, but you could probably balance it so that's like, oh, it's cool that they added in this realistic element, but it doesn't break the entire game. Pop another coffee. Look at our fatigue. It's like we just woke up. Our stamina, though. Oh, he's still scared of us. That's cool. Sounded like I heard another one run off to the side. It seems like even after I shoot, they still seem aggro at times. Well, if the bear was asleep, it probably isn't now. We're already down 38. Well, 38 plus the 6. But look at the time we're making. We are gone from Coastal Highway. There is something nice though about taking like the maximum amount of time. Look at that dude. Oh my god. He's running like Troy Bolton and on the golf course. Like, tell me I can climb up this. No, game, don't do this to me. Don't make me walk all the way around. No. Okay. Where'd he go? Is he still running that way? Yeah. Well, we'll see him in Crumbling Highway. That would actually be really funny. It's probably good. Die from all the gunshots. Is there anything on that, like, a landmass over there? Can you even get to that? I've never even, like, thought to even ask about that landmass. I don't think I've ever even noticed it, ever. God, it must be tiring. Any more ammo? Not like we need it. But still, this is fun. It is fun sometimes to just have a ridiculous amount of ammo and just break the whole game balance. But that does only last for so long. It's like, you know how there's... how often someone will like shoot a gun in the air to mark the start of a sprint? It's like, that's what we're doing, except we're the guy holding the gun. Where are the wolves? Yeah, so usually you'll probably want to go slow, sneak through this region because there's always like wolves in it. See, like, I never even thought to go on the ice in this region. Well, maybe I have. Not recently, though. I hope that, like, this transition region gets some love in the future. It just feels so small compared to the rest. And maybe it should be small. But that's, I mean, I guess, actually, since Desolation Point doesn't connect to anywhere else, this region could be as large or as small as they like. Because it's not relative to anything else in terms of positioning, you know? Yeah, especially this section up here. Definitely want to be careful. You don't just want to run straight through. Where are the wolves? I was gonna make like a whole joke about like running through here. Oh, you can't? Well, you can kind of. That's fine. That's close enough. Oh, that's the actual exit. We have to go all the way around. Maybe not all the way. Part of the way around. No, please. This is definitely faster. This is definitely faster than walking right there. Look at that. We just shaved off maybe -1 seconds. We're barely even tired. Ammo? That's not ammo. Maybe it's ammo for like a t-shirt cannon at a concert, but Not for us. There we are. Probably run through the cave too. It's just stamina's the big issue. What's mostly lacking our stamina? Oh, these snow pants that I can't get rid of now. Well, I can. Just take off all the clothes so you have no stamina reduction. You've just gone crazy. That's why it's a hopeless rescue. Yeah, this, like, I feel like the caves on this side of Great Bear have a lot more, like, items.
Probably useful.
Probably actually isn't that useful. I don't think we need any of this, right? We really just need the MRE. The MRE and the coffee. Whoa, whoa! She's gonna collapse the cave with how fast she's running. Here we go.
I think I can use this.
I don't think you can, Astrid. Look at the way the terrain looks out here. It's kind of funny, right? Because it looks so obviously bad. They should give it some love, I think. Okay, this should be it. Wait, you could just climb down here? Wait, what? That's a thing? How have I not noticed that? Oh, you go down to the road. Can I actually get down here without dying? Not really. We're so close, it's probably better that I just don't jump down there. Look at her hands relative to how slow we're going. Wow, it really is chilly. Maybe I should just pop a stim. Because then that should help our stamina, right? Yeah, I'm too impatient. Let's go. That... Oh, no, it did. It helped our stamina. And we have more where that came from. Stamina is now limitless. Yeah, this was definitely the move. Any minute now it's gonna run out though. Honestly, no. I kind of like the idea of us slowly hobbling up to the top to fire this. As much as I love the idea of chaining together a ton of these, I also like the thematic sort of slow crawl up to the top, even though it's really not that slow. Because it fits like my internal story of how, like, the quote-unquote definitive version of this should be. But we'd also be in much worse shape than this. So I guess this will have to do. I also like the idea of the person being so stupid that they fire their revolver instead. Like, why didn't that work? I don't get it. Well, 2 days and 7 hours remaining. Oh, this is my best time? I wonder how long it took me last time. That's funny. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this challenge. It's been pretty relaxing. It hasn't been much, I wouldn't say necessarily challenging, but it's fun. It's good. We still have some more challenges to complete after this. So menu, let's see. So now we've done these 3, and we have some of these, which some of these are actually going to be challenges. Collect all the buffer memories you can find. It's not that difficult, but it sounds hard because there's a lot you could find theoretically. Like, some of these might be hard just in terms of how long they'll take. But anyway, that will be for another day. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you in the next video.